Hi, this is John with Bank Account Bonus Central, and today's video is all about we are introducing Blend, which is the new alternative to Chex. So nobody likes rejection, nobody likes being turned down for checking accounts and checking bonuses and stuff like that. So there is a new player in town named Blend, and we're going to be talking all about Blend and how it can be profitable to you. Before I jump in, I do have a quick disclaimer. So I'm a customer of the company's products mentioned in this video. I'm not affiliated or endorsed by any of them. This is my own personal review for informational purposes only. The information in this video is current as of the time of recording. These videos are not short, but definitely are very profitable. Use this information is at your own risk. This is called fishing and not catching, and as is everything in life, your mileage may vary. One quick shout out to friend of the channel, Kyle. We've been talking back and forth on the email. If you want to continue conversations or start conversations with me about any of this stuff about churning, please feel free to email me. So he says, "Hey John, applied to Sunward FCU with your referral and it is pending. I got to say your video helped a lot, and it's looking like I've already cleared about 6,000 in banks alone this year. That is phenomenal. I'm LOL 24 on Chex, but do you know of any good nationwide credit unions accepting credit card funding currently? I'm mad impressed and jealous. You somehow cleared 100,000 spent a month on Chase cards according to your recent video on Chase shutdown." Yeah, I did that. So I was going between 100 to sometimes 160,000 per month. And then, yeah, the difference between being able to take advantage of something getting shut down, well, I found out that the hard way, and Chase did shut down all my accounts. But I am working on a alternative set of cards and to be able to make up for that. But we're going to be talking about a lot of these topics in here. But before jumping into that, well done to Kyle. Definitely appreciate you taking advantage of these bonuses out there. The hardest one is the first one. So once you get into it and you can see, hey, that I can actually make money off this, the money's for real, then yeah, it's definitely a fun and profitable game. So well done once again, Kyle. All right, one quick plug before jumping in. So Groundfloor, my name is John, and now I'm inviting you to Groundfloor. More millionaires I made through investing in real estate, and this is the best way to invest in real estate, which is passively. You're not dealing with fixing and flipping. You are investing in others to do so. So if you invest $100, you'll get $50 in 30 days afterwards. And not only that, you get phenomenal rates of return. These are high rates of return. So I put in $200 into this one investment here off North 79th Avenue. I was expecting 12.5%. Sometimes these deals, they do sell for more, which is phenomenal. When they sell for more, you profit. I got 14.2% back, which is amazing. Who else does this besides Groundfloor? So I'm always going to plug them because I definitely believe that they are a phenomenal way to make a lot more money than you can get off of banks. As I said, more millionaires are made through investing in real estate, and this is definitely a really fun passive way to do that. So they gave me a customer referral code: invest $100, get $50 to invest after 30 days. QR code, link in the description box down below, or you could always email me at churningadventures@gmail.com. All right, so everyone hates getting rejected, period. Especially if you're in this fun and profitable game, we hate getting rejected for bank accounts, for checking accounts, for credit cards, for anything that will make us money because of this thing called Chex. So Chex is basically like a credit report for your banking habits. And so banks have this interesting thing to where if they have different levels of sensitivity, but if you get too many accounts, they wonder, hey, why is this guy getting so many accounts? Well, because you pay us to. Banks don't care about loyal customers, they care about new customers. That's why they're always offering promotionals, and that's what this channel is about, to tell you about the best deals out there, primarily on a nationwide basis. Excuse me. So the new alternative to Chex is called Blend. Blend.com is where you can see all this, and basically this is just a bunch of screenshots off their website. Digital origination solutions that put ROI on repeat. Cut costs, accelerate closings, and supercharge growth. That is why we are here. We want to become new customers of banks and credit unions because it's a fun and profitable thing. So we're going to be talking about supercharged growth. The only way you can do that is to approve customers and not deny them. Another thing that Blend does is where you see fund your account, debit card, recommended. Enter your debit card information. When you have additional options to be able to fund accounts, whether it's debit card or credit card, Credit cards are the profitable way to do that. That's I was able to do between 100 to 160,000 per month on one card is opening up new accounts, and the credit unions, well, they saw that it was expedient for them to, hey, they're willing to eat the cost to get the new money for the new accounts. Banks make money by lending money, and the more money they have by offering different options, the better it is for all of us. So we love seeing stuff like, hey, congrats, you're pre-approved. Pre-approved are two of my absolute favorite words when it comes to this game. We don't have to worry about the little circle of death and say, we're thinking, should we approve you, should we? No, pre-approved, that's just the way to go. And Blend is a thing that definitely is built for pre-approval. So when you go on their website, if you're interested in doing additional research or just, hey, take my word for it since I did that, they got this scrolling thing that says all these different companies that are involved with Blend. Langley, which we'll be talking about, they shut me down for referral abuse. I had like 10 people sign up, and thank you to everybody who did sign up off my referral link. RSF, FCU, Green Tree, PennyMac, Landmark, PRMI, Virginia Credit Union, Zions Bank, which owns Amegy Bank, which is super profitable. Citizens, I was once a citizen of Citizens when they acquired Investors Bank, but they won't take new customers or returning new customers from Texas for whatever reason. Elements, Wells Fargo is a huge bank. I just got approved for 825 business checking account with them. U.S. Bank, Navy Federal, BMO. I just got paid out a $500 direct deposit bonus from them. South State, Mount America, Key Bank. So there's a lot of big companies. So my apologies for being late to this game, but hey, better late than never to find this. And one that's not on here, which I consider my new favorite credit union. Who is my new favorite credit union? Well, we will talk about that in a few minutes. All right, so what else is Blend talking about? It says win more customers and win more. That's just a beautiful thing to see right there. Win more customers. It doesn't say deny more customers. It says win more customers. How can we make it work? Boost deposit conversion rates by 50%. Well, what does that mean? Approve new customers and give them additional ways to fund with a card, which is definitely profitable. Say goodbye to clunkily disconnected onboarding journeys, cross-sell with personalized offers in the moment across digital branch channels. So we're going to learn more about what that means. Landmark Credit Union says, now we go to Blend for everything, and it doesn't matter if it's a deposit account or mortgage application. If we have a question and support, it's one resource. And these statistics are phenomenal. 7 minutes to open a direct deposit account versus 11 days. That's huge. 9,000 manual hours saved. Well, feel sorry for the guys who are no longer needed to review accounts. Hey, the quicker you can approve something, the better it is. Less than 1 hour to complete mortgage application versus 2 weeks. That's phenomenal. Langley, they achieved 37% more growth in new deposit openings. Why? Because they give you additional options to open up accounts. So here's what Langley says about this. Activating more accounts faster with card funding. We all love seeing card funding. We want to see card funding go to the up, not to the down, which sadly has been happening, but hopefully this is going to be a alternative to make it, to bring back the number of companies that are allowing card funding. Before partnering with Blend, one of Langley's biggest challenges with their deposit solution was the difficulty in funding new accounts. The ACH process was complicated for many applicants, and the debit card funding experience needed to be streamlined. Blend worked with us to improve both experience with notable results. The value with card funding is clear. Not only are applicants less likely to abandon their application when they have multiple options to fund their account, but they can also fund their account much faster, making it easier and better and more convenient to get started. And yes, I'm speaking like that on purpose. Why? Just emphasis. And the internal support teams, which means less manual outreach and follow-ups to get accounts fully funded and more time deepening member relationships. Okay, so I feel sorry for people who lose their jobs on account of, hey, you opened your account, but you didn't fund it, and if you don't fund it, we're going to close it. Yeah, just give us additional options. Spend more time on member relationships, which we'll talk about in a minute. Card funding was huge for us. So far, we've seen a positive trend in applications funding through debit cards since switching to Blend. Without this funding options, we would have lost those prospects entirely. And not to mention people being straight out denied due to, we don't like what it says on your checks. No. Don't worry about what it says on our checks. Just worry about getting us approved and getting us bonuses. And if we like what you have to offer, we're going to stay with you long term. I'm going to make a new video talking about the future of checking accounts, and that's definitely the future of checking accounts. Looking towards companies that can offer huge, oversized value to where you don't want to just churn and burn them, but you want to stay with them because it's so profitable too. Increase conversion and deepen relationships. Pre-filled applications. Save and resume and omni-channel functionality to get consumers from application to funded in minutes. So, amen to that. I mean, pre-filled applications, there's some of them that have where you put in the last 4 digits of your social security number and it pre-fills everything. You just want to double check and see, hey, is my phone number correct? Is my email correct on there? And hey, we're good to go. Reduce fraud and manual reviews. So built-in identity verification, IDV, fraud detection, eligibility logic, reduce risk, and manual reviews. Well, we don't like manual reviews. We just like pre-approved or just straight-up approved. Fund accounts quickly. Multiple funding options, including card funding, ACH and manual ACH, enables new customers to activate account for use in a single session. I remember it was the assistant to the vice president of marketing for Christian Community Credit Union reached out to me and said, hey, did you know that you're the #1 referrer to our credit union? I said, well, great. That's fun. He's like, well, we'd like to talk to you about that. I said, well, the only thing I don't like about that is you limit options. You limit me to 10 referrals per year like everybody else, and you limit your credit card funding to 500. Why don't you just rip the doors off and give people unlimited referrals? Because if you want more customers, you're going to get what you incentivize, and give us unlimited credit card funding. Y'all make money by lending money. Never heard back from him. Hopefully, this is making a message here. Improved banker efficiency. Yeah, multiple funding options, including card funding. Include efficiency. Allow your teams to focus on the customer, not the data. Right? So instead of worried about, hey, this dude's got a Chex report the size of a phone book, hey, don't worry about it. Just worry about I'm a high school math teacher and I want to join your bank or credit union for your bonus and tell if it's good enough. And y'all got a referral program. I'd love to tell everybody else about it. Deepen relationships. Present tailored cross-sell offers like credit cards or personal loans. I love seeing, hey, even if I'm not interested, I love seeing pre-approved. Well, sometimes I get bored and I got an opportunity. I'll sign up for a $200 thing. You can do this at account opening to improve member experience and increase lifetime value. So as I mentioned, I'm a high school math teacher, and my very first day of this summer break, I went to Wells Fargo and opened up a business checking account for an $825 bonus. And I asked the banker at the end, which is something y'all should do whenever you go in branch, is ask the very easy question. Am I pre-approved for anything else? 6 words that can definitely make your trip a lot more valuable or profitable. I was wanting to get a second Signify business credit card. And he says, well, Wells Fargo, they got in trouble for opening up accounts unauthorized for, a lot of people, and they got in deep trouble. So they're not really doing that. But that's annoying. I want to hear pre-approved. Tell me what I can get. That's profitable for both sides, because credit card companies, they make money off people swiping credit cards as well, and I enjoy swiping credit cards. All right, so that is a huge thing. Blend is definitely a thing to be saluted. So who is my new favorite credit union? What do they have to offer? Well, my new favorite credit union to tell the world about is called Sunward Credit Union. A checking account that pays you $225. They do use, as far as I know, they do use Blend. And before they were Sandia Laboratory Federal Credit Union, and they used Chex, and it showed up on my Chex report, and I got a huge denial. Now I got an approval, and if they'll approve me, good chance they'll approve you. Make $225, and it's really not that hard. So link to the offer at gosunward.org/new member. I'm going to ask for a referral code at the very end. Please plug in my code, HG3MG. Definitely appreciate it. One hand washes the other in this fun and profitable game. I got the QR code for you. I got my email address if you have any questions at all. And I have a full video. This offer does expire at the end of June, so not too much time to take advantage of it. End of June 2025, so I get $225 for before the end of June 2025. Easy money, nationwide offering. So full video for that is right there. Please take advantage of it. All right, bank account bonus central verdict. To say that I'm excited about a new alternative to Chex that is all about increasing customer approval and adding additional ways to fund accounts is definitely an understatement. Super excited to share this with everybody. So let's support the companies that are using blends, including my favorite, which is called Sunward. All right, so I still have comments off for these videos, but if you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, criticisms, continue the conversation. Churning Adventures, begin a new conversation. churningadventures@gmail.com. I enjoy being what I consider myself a tour guide on these really fun and profitable churning adventures. Today's question is from what my pastor mentioned this Sunday. What is Jesus the king of? So Jesus, he self-described himself as king. In John chapter 18, Jesus said, my kingdom. Well, if he just says he's got a kingdom, that means he's a king. It's not of this world. If it were, my servants would fight to prevent my arrest by the Jewish leaders. But now my kingdom is from another place. The kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven are synonyms. So you are a king then? Said Pilate. Jesus answered, you say that I am a king. In fact, the reason I was born and came into this world is to testify to the truth. So Jesus said, yes, he is a king. And what is the king of? He says to testify to the truth. Everyone on the side of truth listens to me. So Jesus self-describes himself as, yes, a king with a kingdom, the kingdom of heaven, and he's the king of truth. Additional information on this, scottquestions.org, link in the description box down below. Excuse me. Still here, definitely appreciate it. Like the video if you appreciate profitable content on a consistent basis. Share this with anybody who'd be able to benefit from it. Subscribe with bell notification so you could be amongst the first to listen to learn about such profitable opportunities. And with that, look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace, and may God bless you.